Hello and welcome to Hollow Cookie Gaming. Today I'm going to be doing my picks and what I think is going to happen at the upcoming UFC 186. I'm going to be playing both of the title fights today, which Chris Weidman first up against Vitor Belfort. Vitor Belfort out for so long because of getting off the TRTs, the ever shrinking dinosaurs, I sort of call them. Against Chris Weidman, who's the undefeated middleweight champion. And to be honest, I'm quite a big Vitor fan anyway, so I'm looking forward to this one. To be honest, don't see Vitor Belfort winning, but yeah, I'll get into that anyway. We've also, the other fight that I'm going to be doing is Johnson versus Cormier for the vacant light heavyweight title. Vacant since John Jones has been stripped of it because of, well, doing things outside the cage. But anyway, that's a discussion for another time. And this card, I've been looking forward to this card for months and months and months. And unfortunately, the one fight that I was really looking forward to on this card was the Cerrone Nurmagomedov, Nurmi for short. That was absolutely buzzing when I heard the first time it was announced. This is the second time this fight's been cancelled. Why MMA gods? I don't understand what the MMA gods have got against this fight, but it would be awesome. Instead, as the co-main event that is in a title fight is Donald Cerrone versus Masvidal, who won by knockout a couple of weeks ago. But I see Cerrone winning that fight, probably a decision, if not a submission, late submission, maybe round 3. But anyway, let's get into this fight here. As you can see, Weidman's younger, undefeated, beat Anderson Silva, the greatest of all time, twice. All-American wrestler, and Vitor Belfort, the ever-shrinking dinosaur. I do see Vitor winning this fight, but only in the first round. There's no one. There's very few fighters out there that have got the killer instinct like Vitor Belfort has, and the videos that we've been seeing coming out of his camp look like he's still got that power to hurt somebody, and if he hurts you, he's going to go for the finish. But that could also be to his detriment though, because Weidman weathers that early storm, and I don't see Vitor being able to go the 5 rounds at the pace that Chris Weidman will set. And yeah, I don't think Chris Weidman will get the knockout though. I think if he does win this fight, it will be either by decision, and it'll probably be 49-46 or 50-45 scorecards. But nah, I'm still entertained. I'm still looking forward to watching the fight anyway. The first round, that's where Vitor's going to come true. If he's actually going to win this fight, it'll be in the first round. Hit him with something, smell blood, and Vitor will just throw those amazingly accurate punches on the floor. He can, and after taking a couple of them, everyone's out of a fight. Anyone's out of a fight. But no, I think this one should be a nice easy one for, not easy, a nice good one for Chris Weidman, because stylistically that Chris Weidman's grappling skills are far superior to Vitor Belfort. I know, I'm a huge Vitor fan, I get it. He's black belt, nearly tapped John Jones. I know, I get it. But the pure wrestling of Chris Weidman, I don't see Vitor's jiu-jitsu game being up to handling that type of pressure. But yeah, this is where I think most of the fight will end up really, is Chris Weidman in this position, in mount, peppering away, Vitor trying to get up. I wanted the submission in this fight, but unfortunately the computer never gives up its back. I really want the rear naked choke, but yeah. So yeah, I see this quite an easy win. I see Weidman winning this one fairly unanimously. And while I may as well talk about the rest of the card, because the rest of the card's absolutely stacked. Like, you've got all the way down at the bottom, you've got Justin Scoggins versus Josh Sample. Scoggins is always a scrappy fighter. You've got Uriah Hall. You never know, he might do another one of them spin kicks that look like they'll destroy you. Against Rafael Nadal is not an easy guy to finish, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Dong Young Kim, stun gun's back after that loss to Tyrone Woodley, and he's always entertaining, and he always throws to win the fight. Everything he throws just is there to win the fight. And then another awesome fight, awesome fighter anyway, in John Dodson, one of the most entertaining flyweights you're going to see in the UFC. A little knockout machine, and I think he'll get the knockout win over Mazkeski. I'm horrible with names. I do apologise. Dyslexia does rule in my brain. Yeah, also on the card you've got Benavidez versus John Moraga. Benavidez and Moraga have both fought for the flyweight title recently, and they're both top 5 flyweights going at it. That should be a good 15-minute fight if Benavidez doesn't get the submission. And then we've got a nice fun heavyweight fight there. Well, could be fun, but Andrei Arlovsky versus Travis Brown. Travis Brown, entertaining fighter, and Andrei Arlovsky's coming off a first round KO win over Antonio Silva. This fight, so that should be a fun one. I'd say probably is going to be a knockout in that one. Hopefully it doesn't go the distance, because Arlovsky's getting old. Sorry to say it, but yeah, he's getting a bit old, and I don't think 3 rounds will be good for him. Against Travis Brown, who's a much better athlete, he'll be able to go the 3 rounds. And yeah, we'll go. So I'll pick Travis Brown in that fight. So yeah, in the main card, I've got Benavidez win either by decision or submission. Travis Brown probably by knockout, first or second. Cerrone, it's going to be an awesome fight. I don't care. Cerrone will win. I hope Cerrone will win. Doesn't so he'll stay on his ridiculous win streak that is on now. I think it's on 7 fights, so it'll be an 8-fight win streak at lightweight at the Shark Tank. It's impressive, and yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him versus Dos Anjos, the champion, because I would love to see the Cowboy as the champion. Who wouldn't? But saying that, I wouldn't mind Nurmi getting a shot as well in there, because he's already beat Dos Anjos once already. So yeah, and I got chipped from that submission. He was out. Vitor was out on the floor. Vitor Belfort. Keep on calling him Vitor, but yeah, Vitor Belfort. But as I was saying before, the pressure from Weidman with his wrestling game, I don't see Vitor being able to get any of the submissions that go for some of the submissions that he normally does. I say normally, he throws up the odd armbar. He did against John Jones. I thought he tapped. I thought John Jones tapped in that fight, but that's a discussion for another time. Right, since I did choke Vitor out there. Oh yeah, I was playing as Chris Weidman there. So yeah, I think Chris Weidman will get the submission, and hopefully I've just done a bit of crafty editing there. So as you can see in the left hand corner, I got the arm triangle in the 3rd round instead of the end of the 2nd, but I got it in the end of the 2nd. There's video footage of it. Anyway. So yeah, I think Weidman winner by submission, round 4 or 5, I would say. 4 or 5. And anyway, now on to the real main event, where the vacant light heavyweight championship is on the line, since John Jones has had to vacate it, as I said. It is against Anthony Johnson and Daniel Cormier. Both awesome fighters. Daniel Cormier, 2nd best light heavyweight in the division. Really good heavyweight. Cut down a light heavyweight and just looks like an absolute animal. I can remember watching him through Josh Barnett, somebody that's 200 and ridiculous amount of pounds. Man just threw him into the air like he was a child. And yeah, what he did to Dan Henderson made Dan Henderson look like a child again. But he's got a very different opponent in Anthony Johnson than he did from that John Jones fight. And I heard a story about Anthony Johnson of when he was a young kid, maybe about 12. I can't remember the actual age, but he was telling a story about when he was snapping steel bolts that hold down railway tracks with his bare hands, and that's just ridiculous for any human to be able to do that. Never mind a baby human, a child human. But Daniel Cormier is one of the best fighters in the UFC. But yeah, saying that, he doesn't really have the gas tank just to get him as one of the best. But I see this one going a few different ways. Daniel Cormier is, as I said, awesome Olympic wrestler, Olympic medalist wrestler. One of the best grapplers in the light heavyweight division, in the UFC. Never mind in the light heavyweight division. And for anyone to go against that. Anyway, we'll get down the tail of the tape. Anthony Johnson's a lot younger, bit taller, but has got a big reach advantage over him. Not as big as Dan Cormier's had to face in John Jones. John Jones like 82-inch reach or something like that. And he seemed to, well, John Jones did beat him, but you know, he was able to get inside that reach sometimes. So I think Daniel Cormier is going to be able to hit Johnson, but I don't think he's got that fight-ending. I'm not saying fight-ending ability. Of course, he can end fights. We've seen it, but I don't see him be able to knock out Anthony Johnson. I see him winning the fight. I see him winning it in the later rounds. Then Anthony Johnson, we've never really seen Anthony Johnson go into the championship rounds before, so that'll be interesting if it gets that far. But I do think that Anthony Johnson will get the win in the first round knockout. But I keep on saying but and contradicting myself because I can see both sides of it. Daniel Cormier isn't the easiest to hit. The way he stands, his stature, the way he's built, he's got no neck, and it's very hard to get that like overhand over that shoulder or whatever it is, shoulder. But Anthony Johnson showed that he's a good precision striker. I'll get there eventually, don't worry audience, I'll get there. A precision counter striker, and I think he'll have the athletic ability and just that ableness of getting inside and being able to get some real offense off with his hands. Even the left head kick, he kept on, he threw that a few times against, and yeah, the left hook. The left hook, I think he'll get it because the way Dan Cormier stoops. He stoops over to well, he's a right-handed fighter, an orthodox fighter, so he's always got that slide up, so I do think it will be a left hook. I really wish I threw like a big overhand right there instead of that elbow, because I think Johnson would have. I try to make these fights as close to what I think's going to happen as possible. But yeah, I'll give give it to Anthony Johnson, first round knockout. New light heavyweight champion, and Chris Weidman keeping his title. And anyway, from me at Hollow Cookie Gaming, check out the card at the weekend, 187. It'll be awesome, head to toe. Check it out. If not, I'll see you in the next video. I'll be doing one of these for each of the pay-per-views. Maybe some more of the UFC fight nights, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, from us at Hollow Cookie Gaming, in a few.